Hey everybody, how are you? So in this video we're going to talk about why are divorce rates increasing in India and what are the reasons for them, main reasons for the increase in divorce rates, and also I'm going to share with you one advice which has been backed by many relationship experts and also various research conducted which I have looked into, that following this advice, this just one advice, divorce rates can be significantly decreased in India. So what is it? We'll talk about it by the end of this video. So do watch this video till the end, and without any further ado, let's get started. So divorce rates in India are increasing because of three main factors. That is the social factors, the economic factors, and the personal factors. Now let's look at the social factors. It's because of changing social norms within the society. You see, marriage is no longer seen in India, especially, as a holy matrimony, or as we say in Hindi, Pavitra Bandhan, something like that we used to say before, right? So it's no longer seen like that. It is only seen as a companionship now. So, and if this companionship doesn't work, people can walk out of it. It's only seen as a partnership, a companionship, and that the holiness related to that is slowly fading away, which is why people, if they're unhappy in their marriage, choose not to be in it. So that's one, changing society, changing social norms, and also people preferring personal well-being and happiness over compromise. The generation before us, let's say the generation before the millennials, they used to compromise a lot, and they were good at it because there was less exposure. We'll talk about that later, the exposure part. But they were not exposed to the society as much as the millennials and the forward generations have been. And for them, compromise was easy, but not for us. For us, compromise is difficult. For us, personal well-being and happiness take prominence over compromise. And the second main factor, the economic factor, which is leading to the increasing divorces in India, is because of increasing independence of women financially. Women are getting educated right now. About 30-40 years ago, women were barely educated, especially in India. I'm not saying all women, most of them were not educated. They were like 4th standard pass, 5th standard, 10th standard, that is it. But they did not have any proper education back then. But now, most of them are educated. Even women in rural areas are educated. They have a degree. Most of them have a degree. So because of that, they have a job, and if they're in an abusive relationship or if they're in an unhappy relationship, they're willing to walk out of it. As I said, marriage is no longer seen as a holy matrimony or a Pavitra Bandhan or something like that. It is just seen as a companionship, and if they're unhappy in that companionship and if they're independent financially, that's about it. They're going to walk out. And right now, women are so independent that some of them are earning as much as their husbands right now, and they're capable of taking care of 2 or 3 kids also by themselves. So women are willing to walk out of relationship because of their independence financially. And also certain personal factors affect the marriage. Domestic abuse and violence, dowry. A good thing that these type of marriages are breaking up, because who would want to live in an abusive marriage? And modernization is actually giving a chance, especially to women, to walk out of their more abusive marriage. Even men. I'm not saying that women are the only one who will be abused. Most of them are abused, but there are some men who are abused as well. Mentally, the torture, increasing independence of women, as I said, has risen the infidelity issues as well. The infidelity rates in India is increasing as well. Women are also cheating right now, not just men. Men were cheating because of the testosterone. Sure, not saying all men were cheating. Some men in an unhappy relationship used to cheat. Now women are also cheating. If they're in an unhappy relationship with their spouse, they cheat. Again, not all of them. Some of them, they do cheat. So again, and who would want to live in a relationship when you know that your significant other has cheated on you? You would want to break that relationship just like that. Let's look at that one advice backed by many relationship experts and research conducted, that following this one advice can drastically reduce the divorce rates, especially in India, and that is, talk about real issues before you get married. It's as simple as that. And when I say real issues, it doesn't mean you talk, especially in an arranged marriage. A man and a woman meet maybe 4 or 5 times. and they talk about their favorite color, their favorite holiday vacation, their favorite food, etc., etc. This is not going to do anything. This is just small talk. These are not real issues. Real issues are, what are your finances going to be? What are your expectations from the marriage? What is your family planning going to be? For example, your finances. Where are you going to live? Are you going to live in your in-laws' home? Some people, they live with their parents, but not all of them. Some people prefer to live by themselves in an apartment. And how are we going to share the finances? Are both going to work? Only one going to work? The husband is going to work and the wife is going to stay in home and look after the kids, or both the husband and wife are going to work? So these are the certain things that you need to talk about. And expectations. What are your expectations? For example, if it's a woman, this happens in India, that a woman is expecting to be educated after marriage. She has a bachelor degree up until she gets married, at the point of marriage, but she wants to do masters or something like a PhD. There might be expectations of some people like this in this regard. So, or maybe she wants to work after marriage. And what if the husband's family does not allow that to happen? It's going to lead to unhappiness, isn't it? So talk about this before marriage, whether the girl wants to study or whether the girl wants to work. What does she want to do? What are the expectations? And when it comes to the guy, mostly the thing will be like, you see, guys, when they get married, they have a job. But some people know that they themselves know, the guys, and they have not shared it with anybody, including their parents, that they are not going to do the job for the rest of their life until they retire. Let's say until the age of 60. They don't want to do that. They want to do something else, maybe 5 or 10 years down the line, 5 years down the line. They want to do something else. They want to get some money and maybe start their own business or maybe change careers. What if a guy is a software engineer, but he does not want to be a software engineer all his life? That's just his temporary job. He sees it as a temporary job just to pay the bills. He wants to do something else. What if he wants to be, I don't know, a writer? Or what if he wants to start his own business, like I said? Now, if you don't talk about these issues, and when they come up 5 years after the marriage, they're going to cause strain in the marriage. Let's say the guy is earning 2 lakhs per month as a software engineer, and he has a family, and especially the wife and the in-laws, they're going to question, like, why would you leave a 2 lakh rupees per month job? 24 lakhs per annum. Are you kidding me? Are you going to leave that job? No way. You have to do it. It doesn't matter. Who cares? That's what they would say. But obviously, who would want to stay in an unhappy job? You tell me. So the thing is, talk about these real issues, and also family planning. Kids. Do you want kids? If yes, when do you want it? 1 year down the line, 2 year down the line, 5 years down the line, or you don't want kids at all? Talk about these real issues. And how many kids do you want to have? 1, 2, how many? Family planning. So you need to talk about all these real issues that arises after marriage before you get married. And you have to get to know the person really before you get married. Take about, 4 or 5 months. You need to know that person before you get married. And some people may say 4 to 5 months. Are you kidding me? 4 to 5 months? How can that be, especially in an arranged marriage? Mahurat jaldi se kar lo aur shaadi kar lo. That's what they say. A lifelong partnership, dude. If you're in a lifelong partnership, can't you invest just about 3 or 4 months of your life for a lifelong partnership to be successful? Can't you invest 3 and 4 months just before you get married? Obviously you can. So this is the only way that divorce rates can be drastically reduced in India, especially in arranged marriage. Even in love marriage, and now when it comes to love marriage, they say that people who are in love, they know everything about each other. No, they don't. They are in love with their personalities. People fall in love with each other's personalities. But personalities will not tell you anything about family planning or expectations or, the finances. Even they have to discuss all these things. Even they don't. And love marriages also fail. Actually speaking, love marriages fail more than arranged marriages. Why? Because they don't talk about the real issues. They fall in love with each other because of their personalities. Fine, good for you. But also speak about the real issues which arises after marriage. So that's all for now. If you like this video, hit the like button, share this video with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.